Hey guys, I'm All That Is Beauty, and this is going to be my first makeup tutorial. I'm going to be doing it on New Year's Eve, so if you have any parties to go to, or you're just hanging out with your friends, that would be fine too. So I'm not going to make it a long intro or anything, I'm just going to cut straight to it, so I hope you guys have fun. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and use your MAC cream color base in Pearl. And I'm going to be using my MAC 217 brush, and it looks like this. And you're just going to be applying that all over the lid. Okay, so now you're going to be applying your white eyeshadow. I'm going to be using it out of this little kit I have. I got it for Christmas, and it folds out on both sides. And I'm going to be using this one right there. You can use any brand though, or you don't have to do this, you can just use a regular eyeshadow. I'd recommend probably MAC or NYX or something like that. So you're going to be taking that and you're going to be applying it in the ball of your eyes, is right here. So you sort of want it to kind of highlight. So just go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that you're done with that, you're going to be taking your next color, which is going to be this color right here, and it's sort of a gray, glittery eyeshadow. Okay, so you're going to be taking your 217 brush, and you're going to be putting the eyeshadow on the edge of your brush. And then you're going to be finding right in this little crease right here underneath the bone, and you're just going to apply it in there and use little circular motions. This is basically just going to get the color onto your eye. And then you just want to wipe off your brush. I have a little towel right here. And the reason that we put it on the side of your brush is because now you're going to be taking the tip of your brush, which has no color, and you're just going to be blending it in. And if you want, you can add a little bit more color for more intensity. If you want to go a little bit more dramatic. Okay, so now that you've done that, you're going to do the same thing, but on the inside of your eye. You don't want to get it too close, you don't want to get under your eye, but just around here. And you're going to wipe it off, and again, use the tip of your brush just to build it up. Once you're done with that, it's going to look something like this, and you're just going to take your white again, and just apply it in the center again, but this time you're going to kind of be using a patting motion. So you just kind of want to lay it on. You want to make it really thick. So then you're going to be taking a color of your choice. And this is something that maybe matches like an accessory you're wearing or your dress, or just a fun color you like. So I'm going to be using this blue right here. And again, you can use any color you want, but I'm going to be using that. And I'm just going to be using the same brush, and this is great because this brush is basically the only brush I'm going to be using, so if you have a limited amount of brushes, then this would be good for you. Okay, so you're just going to take that and, again, put it only on the edges, and then you're going to be applying it in the same place where you just put your gray. But you don't want as much on it, so if you want to wipe it off a little bit, so it's just a little bit of blue, not overwhelming amount. And then you're going to be blending it. Okay, so now you're going to be taking that again and applying it in the crease of your eye right there, and then just blending it in as well. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to be applying my liquid eyeliner in black. And I used to use pencil eyeliners, but I found that I like liquid a lot more. So you're just going to be sweeping that across your eye. And when you apply it at the bottom, if you have contacts like me, you want to be careful in doing that because it could irritate your eyes. And then you're just going to take it and just kind of wing it out. Like that. So now that we've done that, we're going to be moving on to my favorite part, the glitter. So you can just get this at any craft store. I got this at Michael's. It was 99 cents. It was great. And you want to make sure you get non-toxic. So it just looks like this. And it should stick to your finger. So you should just put a little bit in there and then just stick it to your finger. And you're going to be applying it where you put your white eyeshadow. So just right there. So now that you're done with your glitter, you're going to be taking my other favorite part. You're going to be using rhinestones. I also got these at Michael's. They were about $3, and it has different sizes, like this big, and then it keeps getting smaller until there's this tiny little size. But I like to use this size, which is about the medium size. And I'm using it in white. You can use any color. But I liked this one. And you're just going to be using 4 of them. And you're going to make sort of a little triangle right here, and then put one here, like that. So if it doesn't stick, like if it doesn't have the little sticky back, then you can always use eyelash glue, because that's safe for your eyes. Please don't use like Elmer's glue or anything. But since this takes a while to do, well, not a while, maybe like 30 seconds, but I don't want to bore you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do that and then come back when I'm done. Okay, so now that we're done with our eyes, we're going to go ahead and do our lips. So I'm going to be using my MAC lipstick in Viva Glam 5, and it looks like this. And I'm just going to be applying that all over my lips with this lip brush. Okay, so now that we're done with our lipstick, we're going to go ahead and move on to our lip gloss. You can really use any lip gloss you want, but I'm going to be using this cute little kit that I got in my stocking. It's by Lip Smacker, and I really love it. I think it's so cute. So I'm going to be using this lip gloss right here. It's called Candy Cane Celebration. It smells really good. You guys can smell it. Okay, so I'm going to be putting that in the center of my lips right here and up there. So we are done, and I will go ahead and show you guys the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really like it. Feel free to leave any questions or comments. Also, if you guys want to leave me any video responses or pictures of what you looked like after you tried this tutorial. If you want to request any videos for me to do, feel free to do that. So don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys had fun.